What's up, y'all? It's your boy KSK Sports, and this video is directly directed at Cleveland media. Stop worrying about Myles. Also, ESPN, stop trying to propose trades for Myles Garret. He's not going anywhere. Okay, it doesn't matter. First things first, I listen to that podcast when I'm at work working overnights. Stop it. Okay, I understand. Y'all about the big city. Y'all want Myles to be in Dallas. You want Myles to be with the Eagles. You want Myles in the NFC East, essentially. ESPN. He's not going anywhere. He's in Cleveland. All right, and I don't like the way. I'm a bit sensitive to this topic because I was born in Youngstown, Ohio. I've been to Cleveland countless amount of times. My sister lives in Cleveland. I've spent many weekends in Cleveland. I've spent many times going to Browns games. So I'm just saying, man, Cleveland is a sensitive sore spot for me because I rock with the city of Cleveland. I rock with Northeast Ohio still, even though I live in NorCal. But yeah, Cleveland media, stop it with the asking Todd Monken about Myles Garret. And y'all can clearly see that Todd Monken is frustrated with Cleveland media. He was frustrated with Cleveland media like when he first got the job. I'm pretty sure he knew about Cleveland media from his time with the Cleveland Browns in 2019. He was the offensive coordinator for the 2019 team that was led by Freddie Kitchens, the one that had Baker Mayfield, had OBJ, Nick Chubb, Jarvis Landry. That was a pretty good offense. Nick Chubb ran for 1,400 yards. Jarvis Landry and OBJ both had over 1,000 yards receiving. Baker Mayfield, he had close to 4,000 yards passing. So yeah, whoever the starting quarterback is, and I know a lot of people that follow this channel, they rock with Shador. I rock with Shador, but I'm not making a decision. If it was up to me, I wouldn't touch Deshaun with a 10-foot pole. But it appears that, I don't know, man, maybe Jimmy Haslam wants to get some more return on investment, which I can't fault him being a billionaire and throwing $230 million at Deshaun Watson. It's like, bro, we gonna get some juice out of you, man. We gotta get some. We gotta get some orange juice out of this rotten orange that we done had sitting here for the past 4 years, not doing anything, being injured a lot. I get it from that perspective. But from a fan perspective, from, us fans of Shador Sanders, us fans of the Cleveland Browns, I'm kind of like in the middle there. I'm a fan of Shador Sanders. I've been since his time at his junior season at Colorado. I know some of y'all been Shador fans for longer. I apologize. I jumped on the Shador train late. I apologize for that. I still rock with my guy. I watched pretty much all the games in Colorado. I wanted my Browns to pick them because I knew they were going to pick a quarterback at some point in that draft. I'm like, why not Shador at 2? It didn't end up that way, but let's get back to the topic at hand. I can talk about Shador all the time. But Myles Garret pretty much is like, May is the month for body maintenance. That's why you've never seen Myles Garret, Cleveland media. That's why you've never seen Myles Garret at an OTA. It's not in his MO to be at OTAs. When September 13 comes around and the Browns are at Jacksonville because they have a Florida swing. They have 2 games in Florida. When September 13th happens, Myles Garret 95 will be lined up on the opposite side of the offensive line for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he will wreak havoc on Trevor Lawrence because that's what Myles Garret has done since he's been in the NFL. Since the Cleveland Browns drafted him first overall in the 2017 draft. He has wreaked havoc on the opposing team's quarterback. I do not deny that about Myles Garret. Myles Garret is also coming off of arguably the single greatest pass rushing season of all time with 23 sacks. There's a lot of spicy stuff talked about. Oh, Joe Burrow, he gave up. He kind of dogged that sack. Mind you, Michael Strahan's 22nd and a half sack, if we go back in time. I remember Brett Favre essentially taking a dive for him. So please, let's not go there and talk about, I don't know if Myles Garrett's sack record is illegitimate because Joe Burrow. Man, do you understand the get off that Myles Garrett? He timed the snap. I watched that game from front to back, front to back, front to back, front to back, like UGK said. Okay, front to back. He got an awesome get off on that. He timed it perfect. He got Joe Burrow in the sack. Joe Burrow made a business decision. That crap that Brett Favre and Michael Strahan were both in the open field. And Brett Favre was like, I'm just going to lay down. Joe Burrow had zero chance to escape that. Plus, Joe Burrow's not really a mobile quarterback to start with. So he made a business decision, which was a smart one, and he just laid down. All right? Really not the same thing. He didn't have an option. Brett Favre had an option. Brett Favre could have dirted the ball. He could have threw the ball away. Brett Favre just essentially like, I'm just going to give this sack to Michael Strahan. Stop it. So, yeah, he said, May is his body maintenance. And then he said, I did not sign 160, well, my bad, Mal. Yeah, well, 160, that's right. I was thinking of Deshaun's 230. I'm getting the numbers wrong. He said, I didn't sign a $160 million extension for drama. Who? Myles Garrett slinging arrows at Cleveland media. I didn't sign $160 million to be surrounded by drama. He essentially said, hey, man, I'm going to be hanging out with my little hot Asian girlfriend and Chloe Kim. We're going to be traveling the world, essentially not being in Cleveland because I don't need to be in Cleveland. I'm Myles Garrett. I'm going to be chilling with my snowboarding chica all over the globe. Myles Garrett, I ain't never seen Myles Garrett so happy in my life. That boy cheesing with Chloe Kim. Man, Chloe Kim, good choice, my guy. Good choice, my guy. Chloe Kim, wow. A+. But anyways, yeah, he makes her happy. He seems like he's at peace with her. I mean, he broke the sack record with Chloe Kim on the sideline. I mean, what he wants to hang out with his girl. Look, like I said, when it gets time to get busy, your boy Myles gonna get busy. So I ain't worried about that. So I wholeheartedly agree with him. Myles, go and do you. Get your body maintenance in order. Go climb the mountains or whatever you're doing with Chloe Kim. And when it's time to ball, my guy Myles Garrett got a ball. Much to do about nothing. Stop it, Cleveland media. We're asking Todd Monken every session. Oh, have you met Myles Garrett? No, I ain't met him yet. He ain't here. We've been texting back and forth. that's what Myles said. Myles also said they was texting back and forth. So Cleveland media, they want to act like there's zero communication. Now, just because you didn't meet face to face, they didn't meet face to face because Myles hasn't been in Cleveland since the season ended because he doesn't need to be in Cleveland. There hasn't been anything mandatory for Myles Garrett to be at. Myles Garrett said, I will be in Cleveland when it's mandatory. And mandatory minicamp is June 9th. That's when you'll see Myles Garrett for the first time. Cleveland media, and that's when he'll introduce himself to Todd Monken, June 9th. Not a day before, not a day after. Because he's getting paid $160. Best believe he will show up when he's needed to show up. And I'm quite fine with that. If you are going to perform like you are going to perform, Myles Garrett, I don't care when you show up. All right? When it's mandatory, Myles Garrett going to show up. When it's mandatory to perform, Myles Garrett performs. Cleveland media, stop it. We're asking questions about when he's going to be there. I'm going to be there when I'm there. And ESPN, Fox Sports 1, stop trying to project these trades. He's not going anywhere. He's a Cleveland Brown. It just is what it is. All right, KSK rolling out. By the time you watch this, the Browns will be in second week of OTAs. And I'm excited for the second week of OTAs. I'm excited for Shador. I'm excited for him beating out Deshaun because I think that's what's going to happen ultimately. And, hey, I'll be here to bring y'all my take on the Cleveland Browns and how media rolls with the Cleveland Browns. Y'all know how media is, man. Media crazy. Stop trying to propose these trades and stop asking Todd Monken about Myles Garrett. I'm glad Myles Garrett came out and finally was like, hey, Media, SYBAU. If you're older and watch this channel, ask your kids what that means. SYBAU. Shut your BA up. I didn't even know what that meant for the longest. I was like, what does that mean? And I was like, oh, that's what that means. All right, KSK Sports rolling out. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. All right, man, rolling out. Peace.